So this video, although this is not something I can claim I'm an expert on, definitely not. I'm trying to just document the differences in what you will be up against if you're trying to swap the square port intake onto the 2.3 turbo, like in your 84 SVO Mustang like I have. This is my actual head here that I'm in the process of taking apart. And see, I'm just trying to document the differences that you're going to run into. And I'll start off with the mounting of the manifold. Right here, see, all the bolt holes should be the same for the two different manifolds, except for the one here. This is the 84 head and the old version, and there's another hole which I'll show you on the other head. Check it out. That's where the bolt goes into for the original manifold. Then, if you come to, this is an 87 T-Bird Turbo Coupe head. So you can see that's the same hole right there. Hope you can see that. And here's the one that's actually used for the square port intake. And as you can see, well, the gasket should be able to go either way. Most of the gaskets, I think, will have both holes in them, so that's not an issue. But you can see here, here's the two different passages. This is not on the 84 model. This 87 head has that additional material there for them to tap the threads in for the square port intake. And on this one, see, I was told that you have to swap the head over, but really all you have to do is tap a hole here. You just have to line it up, line your manifold up and drill and tap a hole here. The only thing is you're gonna have minimal threads, but it can work. I've read online, people say they do it works. And you're just gonna have to use a thread sealer because you don't want oil leaking out. So then, moving along to the manifolds. Oh, I just kicked my cylinder head parts over. Okay, so here's the two intakes. Here's the square port and the original. I don't even know what they call that one. But so I'm just looking at the differences. So this is what you're going to run into. Egr valve. Check out the angle here. It's almost flat or facing straight back toward the firewall. But on the older manifold, it's like basically like at a 45-degree angle. So the emissions tube is going to need to be changed. That's different. The Egr valve itself, I believe, is going to be the same or interchangeable. And then you can see like the vacuum ports are the same. Just trying to do the side-by-side comparison here. The PCV valve is going to about the same place. Then you have your engine coolant temperature sensor in the same location. Let's see what else. The fuel injectors. Okay, so you're gonna need the different fuel rail. You got fuel rail mounts here and here. There. Yeah, there and there. Let's turn this over. Okay, so you can see these are the two injector rail mounts. And then if you look at the old manifold, you got one here and you got one on the side here. So you definitely need the different fuel rail as well. So you got fuel rail, Egr pipe, drill and tap the hole, use the thread sealer. And then the other problem or issue, let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at the NOx sensor. Goes here on the old manifold and there on the square port. So sort of similar location. I think the harness will reach. I don't think that's an issue. And then we have the other situation with the so you got your water outlet here, about same location on the two manifolds. Sorry, I'm not guiding the camera properly. Then you have the fan switch here on the old manifold, but on the square port your fan switch goes right here on the side, and the location is pretty close, so the wiring reaching it is not an issue, but the switch itself is an issue. So let's see. So actually, hold on a second. So I have new switches for each version. So as you can see, fan switch for the old intake, smaller, single wire. The newer version, 2-wire and larger. So I don't know if you can get possibly an adapter sleeve type of piece. This one, yeah, feel free to comment if you know the solution to that. And the wiring, that's the part where I'm definitely not the expert. I don't know the answer to that yet, but that's to be sorted out. So yeah, I just wanted to basically document the differences, do a side-by-side comparison, so that people know what they're in for, basically what they're up against, or at least gives you an idea, something to start with. And yeah, like I said, I'm not the expert, not the pro on this. Still trying to sort it out. Got that square port intake off the 87 T-Bird from the junkyard. And I got the head off the same vehicle as well. I think it had about 200,000 miles on it, so got to get everything checked out and make sure that it all is in usable condition. But yeah, so that about does it for now. I hope that was helpful. And yeah, if you guys want to throw out the comments with additional information, I know I didn't get it all. I know I haven't covered everything. I don't have all the answers yet, but I'm working on it. Till next time. Hope this helps out people, maybe new people that are getting into the 2.3 turbo thing. It's cool stuff because these are capable of making a lot of power, and they're cool, simple, easy to work on, older vehicles. And yeah, so far so good.